think a lot of, but have your PayPal account, have your bank account, your NRC, your birth certificate. These things will be absolutely necessary when it's time for you to get paid. It really sucks. How many of you have your birth certificates, by the way? Yeah, less than half. You know you're gonna need that to get a salary, right? Yeah, so if you know what you're doing, just go straight to Home Affairs right after this, get your birth certificate, because they will not pay you unless you have a birth certificate, because according to them, you don't exist. So, yeah, that's what they tell you. You know, anyway, optimal strategy. Optimal strategy. If you really want to get paid, I probably shouldn't say this again, but as an African child, you are blessed in the sense that the cost of living is very low here. You do your work, showcase your skills to foreign entities. They give you 200 euros. If you are over there and they paid you 200 euros, yeah, that's nothing. You know, that's a weekend. But over here, 200 euros, you know, you're a big guy, right? That's a lot. Yeah, it fits, right? It fits, especially, it's better than nothing. In fact, it's very good, you know? So please, if you know what you're doing, do the smart thing, make use of foreign entities. I'm not saying forget about Africa, because, you know, I can't say that, whatever. Go where the money is, and go where the skill and the talent is. If you have the skill, the talent, which is in demand, you also don't be too niche. Don't be like, oh no, I make a very specific type of painting with a very specific type of paint that's taken from a very specific type of the world, and then you expect to get hired by a big company that wants to appeal to as many people as it possibly can. You know, you're fooling yourself. So, marketable skills, market yourself, provide practical service. You know what you're doing, have an idea of how you're gonna make money. Have everything organized, whether it's a PayPal account, bank account, World Remit, Western Union, however you intend to receive payment, figure that out. I know it's a very short talk, but you know, time, poor organization and whatnot, so whatever. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. I think that's everything.
So all I had was my damn portfolio, because I was supposed to talk about something to do with business. No, I wasn't really told, so I'll just talk about myself, sell myself, see what comes out of this. Okay. So this is my portfolio, and that was my first piece. Right? That's my stupid face. I'm a 3D artist, concept artist, and writer. So the type of work that I do is a combination between 3D art and 2D. It's a merger of the two. So as you could tell, this looks more of a 2D drawing than a 3D model, but I assure you, it was made using Blender from scratch. My inspirations for the work that I do are Arcane, Into the Spider-Verse, and Intergalactic, as you will see from some of the other work that I've done. So my education is just self-taught. I just taught myself how to do everything. I'm certified by Kazadi Films as a cinematographer. And I studied the concepts of cinema, but as you could hear, Edwin is very convincing, so he just roped me into the gaming industry. So all the concepts in cinema and for gaming are very similar. So you can feel free to ask what exactly makes models different in cinema and in games, and I could help in that regard. So the skills that I have are concept art, where I create something from the very bare bones, starting from sketches to story and going on to environment and all those things. So let's see, I can also make stories for novels and for film. Yeah. So this is one of my favorite pieces. As I said, I was inspired by Arcane and Intergalactic. It's a little dark. You might see a far much better picture of it on Instagram. But this was prompted by an FND competition that was there a few months ago. I say that was Zambia at 60, right? My inspiration for it was personify Zambia in a way. So Zambia is only 60 years old, which is really young in contrast to the rest of the world. So she's a young queen embroidered in copper and in emeralds. Copper is the main export of Zambia, as well as emeralds. And you notice that there is this ethereal effect that comes from the halo. This is what got me hired at Chroma Pixel Games. Edwin said, create a masquerade, right? But I said that, hey, let me put my little spin on it, and decided to make it creatures. These 4-armed creatures made from wood, and their weaknesses would be their masks. As you could see, one of them has a mask that you could take off. So in the gaming concept, if the mask is on and you damage the mask, that's the way you get rid of the enemies. So they loved it, and this is how I ended up here. I also experiment with stylized realism, try to make something photorealistic and put it in a stylized style. So I can work in games and in advertising with the skills that I've developed over the course of 2 years. This was supposed to be a video, but this PowerPoint doesn't show the video. So I'll come back to that for the next session. Okay. So if you'd like us to work together, there is my email and my phone number. You could just take a picture and we'll see what we can build. Thank you.
Okay, that concludes our sessions for the keynotes and our panel discussions and presentations and speeches and whatnot. Now it's time for the fun parts, the part that most of us have been waiting for, because I honestly want to win a phone. I hope I can beat one of you guys in the gaming. So right now, Kowezi, he's going to give us the directions of how we're going to go about the gaming session. Our gaming session opens now. Yes.
What phone is
Well, that will be revealed by the appropriate people. Okay? No, don't worry. Okay, this is Wezi. He'll let us know how we'll go about the gaming session.
Alright, so who signed up for tournaments? Show of hands. Cool. Great. Alright, so you just need to do a few check-ins here with the setup, then we'll get started shortly. If you didn't sign up, please see Kumi on this end, so I can add you to the tournament roster and everything. Yeah, so there'll also be a bit of free-for-all stuff. We'll confirm on that a little later, but right now I'm just trying to settle down concerning MK and FIFA specifically. So we'll get into that, then we'll sort out everything else. We have 2 screens, so see what we can do. Cool? Cool. Cool. Thanks, guys. Please just be patient.